Now, this is what happens when you are in this guy with cold. Come on. Now, when you have a wound, babe, please come. So when you have, sorry, I said the Pastor Temi. So when you have a wound, you know, all those films you used to do at home this time. So let us see. You have pain in your shoulder. So I'll now press it. You now react like it's pain. Do you understand? You don't understand? Go and sit down. Do you understand? Okay. So now let's say she was in a relationship, this is how pain works. Now, you know, I can hold someone like this. Are you getting what I'm saying? I can hold someone like this. I can hold someone like this. And I can hold someone like this. Maybe I'm trying to drag you. Now, if you have a pain or a wound in your hand, and I'm trying to show love, I hold you like this, no problem. It's not yet time now. Thank you. Baba so. So I hold you like this. You know there's no problem with that. But if you have wound there and I just hold you like this, good. The right time. Please clap for her. Now, was there anything wrong with me pressing her? Why did she say ouch? God wound. That's what bitterness does to people. It puts triggers around you in such a way that you will not now be able to receive love. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it's not what they did, it's how you are. Please go sit down. You get it's a normal kidney, but because, and the person can't understand why you're acting that way, is because there is the seed of bitterness in you. Heartbreak is that deep that when God was coming down, one of the reasons why I will come down is to mend the brokenhearted. So what I do is that if my heart is broken, I must be in the presence. Are you getting what I'm saying? I must be in God's presence. I take the pain to his presence. Help me. I don't like how I'm feeling. Fix me. Help me. He will not change. Many times, he will not change the situation, but he will change your perspective about it. Oh, you know, when you feel like you lost, you will cry. But when he shows you that he has something better, you switch to thanksgiving. That's what prayer does. It will change your perspective about this. The memory is there, but your perspective to seeing it has changed. Let's rise and pray.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Lifeline with Liz. Thank you so much for watching us. Today there's a couple of videos that we have seen talking about bitterness. How do people deal with bitterness? How can you deal with bitterness? Hey, there's a lot of opinion when it comes to bitterness, because individually we deal with pain differently. Sometimes some people can handle it, some people cannot handle it. Even though the people that can handle it, they still need help. But this is my opinion when it comes to bitterness. The first step is you have to forgive. Forgive does not mean forget, because the pain, the wound is there, and it cannot just go away like that. You have to forgive, and then when you forgive, because sometimes out of that our bitterness we do learn a lesson, so we have to forgive. Once you forgive, then how do you cope with it? Some people, you can be through prayer, but a lot of times even prayer is not enough. We need counseling. I know some of us is like counseling, when you need counseling, when you have to go to therapy, that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. You need to talk to someone. You need to talk through the situation that you have been through. What has created that bitterness in your heart? What is giving you that pain? What is making you to remember that pain? Even though when you forgive, we don't forget, because we know the pain, the wound is there. Even though sometimes when we hurt ourselves, after the wound heals, the scar is still there, and it's going to be difficult for you to allow someone else without being completely healed or without completely solving the situation of what created that bitterness in your life, or what brought that bitterness. Because when you don't forgive, when you don't talk to someone, when you don't talk it out, when you don't change that situation that has brought the bitterness, it is hard to move on. When you don't get rid of that bitterness, it is hard to move on, because then when you have bitterness in your heart, or because you have been hurt, or there's that wound has not healed, it is hard for you to trust the next person. It's hard for you to trust the next relationship. All you see is like the relationship is just being broken. They are one after another. It's not because you're not good, or you cannot be loved, or you cannot love someone, but it's because the bitterness is there. So you need to, get help. Get professional help. That's why there's some people that go to school to become a psychiatrist, to become to be able to help you. So I believe, prayer is good. It's good to pray, to go to God, to talk about it, to pray about it. But sometimes it's not enough, because we have different kind of bitterness and we deal with it differently. So I say get a professional help. Talk to someone, because when you don't talk and you bottle that bitterness, all it's going to do is just grow and fester. And then you yourself, even though when you say, I have forgive, but the fact that you have not talked about it, you cannot move on to you cannot move on with your life. So bitterness is not a good thing to keep, because when you keep bitterness, when you keep that hurt, you will continue to replay it. So it's going to be hard for someone else to be able to come into your life. That's my opinion about bitterness. What do you think? How do you feel about it?